I'm under arrest.
You are under arrest, and I will have to read you your rights.
We'll have to read you your rights. Is this America?
Can we do this calmly?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, please
Fine.
turn around. Sure.
Straight away you'd be thinking of double cuffing him, because Eddie Hall's a big lad. Look at the size of that back. Look at that police badge at the back. Come on. If you're going to pretend to be cops, then, you know, at least have a proper uniform.
You can believe this, Jamie.
Also, her hair would be tied up at the back. It would be in a bun. It wouldn't just be hanging loose, because if you have long hair, someone can grab it and pull your back out, which I have seen happen.
Can I help?
No, you can't. Step the away.
The prisoner isn't in control of the situation, the officers are.
Can I help?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, what a surprise. Like I said, the cuffs aren't going to fit.
And they've got no radios and no body worn either, so on the face of it, this is like, oh, there's actual cops here, but nah, come on.
Well, just bring your hands around your thumb, please.
Guys are being cuffed to the front. You'd always cuff to the back.
Jamie, film all this, mate.
I'm going to search you.
Right, okay. Why can't someone else search me?
I have to do it. I'm the only one qualified to search.
That isn't true. That's just not true. For standard searching of persons like that, every officer's trained. That's just not true what he said. I'm the only officer thinking to search it. And plus, if we look at him, he'd more likely to be like a response officer, is in full uniform. But then there's the other officer who's in like a tack vest, who's in plain clothes. So you think he'd actually be more specialist role. So that just doesn't make sense that he's saying he's the only one who can search him. And yet the officer who looks more specialised isn't.
Me and my colleagues are.
Come on then.
Okay. Have you got anything in your pockets that may harm me or harm yourself?
Yes.
What?
Standard response. You get that response a lot.
Is there anything in your pockets that may harm me or harm yourself?
Yes, there is.
Okay, what is it?
That's my phone. Give the phone to my videographer, please.
We'll hold on to it.
No, give my phone to my videographer.
We'll just hold on for it for now.
And even just how he's searching him, oh my God, you know, he's searching him. He possibly can get a headbutt there, he can get a knee to the groin, he could be hit with his shoulder. He's cuffed to the front as well, so there's nothing stopping Eddie Hall, if this was real, nothing stopping him from hitting him with his cuffs. He should be cuffed to the rear, someone should have control of his arms, somebody should be watching to see whether one of his mates are going to come and try and intervene. There's a whole lot of things wrong here. So, and considering this guy's the only one who's actually trained, there's just nothing right what he's doing at all. That's the worst search I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen some awful ones. And what about his hat? Will you not take off his hat? Could have a blade underneath his hat. I've seen that before. Why are you not searching his hat? Why have you not searched his belt line? Why have you not searched his socks? Or his, you know what I mean? Come on.
I'm going to read your rights to you. So,
let's see how he does on this caution now. Let's have a look.
You are under arrest for dangerous driving. You're under arrest for criminal damage and hit and run. So you do not...
Hit and run, I don't even think that's a UK offence. Is hit and run a UK offence? I don't think so.
The right to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question.
Let me fucking listen to that caution again.
Driving, you're under arrest for criminal damage and hit and run. So you do not have the right to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you will later line in court. Understand your right?
Is that the full caution? Because he fucked that up and that wasn't even the full thing. What did he say?
So you do not have the right to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you will later line in court.
You do not have the right to say anything. You better shut up, you can't say anything. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you may later line in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
And your rights?
Yeah, no.
Okay. I've read them to you, so it's fine.
Okay.
We.
It's not called your rights, it's called a caution in the UK. Fuck me, it's just basic. I'm actually getting annoyed here. Like, it's just basic things.
I need to put you in the back of the car.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Are you going to come calmly?
I will come calmly.
Okay.
I said I was going to come calmly, so get the off me. You don't need to touch me.
Calm down, there's no need for
Yeah,
that.
but there's no need to touch me, is there? Well, step away.
I've got to put you
down.
in. I've got to put you in. It's simple as that.
What do you mean you've got to put me
I
in?
have to put you in the back of the
Why?
car.
Because you know you're winding me up.
No, I'm not trying to wind you up.
Well, you are winding me.
I'm the biggest one of the officers here. I'm the only one who could probably take you if I need to.
Oh, you.
Right, okay, this is not this. Firstly, you wouldn't ever say that. You want to go, I'm the only one who can take you, because you're intentionally antagonising the suspect, then you're intentionally antagonising your prisoner. Essentially offering out a fight to the prisoner is a sure way to escalate the situation, to wind them up. Secondly, if we look at body cues, Eddie Hall is stood in While the officer stood in Eddie Hall's fighting arc, which means he's directly in front of him, he's got his feet poised so that if he needs to throw a kick or he needs to throw a punch, like I said, he's still cuffed to the front. He's a big lad, Eddie Hall, as well. And the way the cop stood with his hands like that, if somebody's being confrontational, they pushed away from you and they're basically arguing with you, there's no way that you would be so calm and relaxed like that. You'd be maybe looking for a piece of kit, you'd be maybe asking your colleague, and again, the colleagues stood with their arms like that. There's just so much wrong with how this is. What would happen in this situation? You would take hold of their arms and you would walk with them, and if they continue to be argumentative, maybe you'd bring their arms up so that you force a head down and you'd walk them to the car that way. Of course, after giving so many cues and so many prompts and so many chances. But the way how this is happening now, I'm the only one who could take you. Firstly, mate, you couldn't take Eddie Hall. He'd absolutely eat you alive. And second, you just won't ever say that. Like, you just won't ever say something like that. I've just looked at what the actual cuffs are. Are they chain-linked cuffs? Because his hands are like that. If they were proper cuffs, his hands would be stacked. The cuffs in the UK are rigid, the rigid cuffs, there's no bend in them. So your hands wouldn't be like that. They would be like that.
Calm down.
I'm the only one big enough to take you in.
Right, well,
So I'm going to take you in.
Get the off me.
I'm going to take
Just
you
get
in.
off me.
Okay. Fine.
Get off me
Fine.
now.
Fine.
If that was, so if they did that, he'd be getting gassed, or they'd be getting two people on him straight away. Let's see what this other Bobby does now.
Calm down.
It's all right.
Calm
Yeah,
down.
I'll let me walk then. Stop.
Why is he holding on to him like that? The bloke on the end there. Fucking grabbing hold of him like that. I can't cope. I can't cope. You're just not going to control anyone that way.
Touching me.
I'm just going to take you
Stop
so
touching
you don't
me.
run off. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Off me.
No, straight away. No, you'd be going to the floor. Two pushes like that, you'd be going to the floor, or you'd be getting gassed, or you'd be applying some different kind of technique or something like that. And you'd further be locking them up for police assault as well.
Stop touching me.
Fine.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Like, if this was a real cop, I'd be asking for his bloody warrant card.
Get the
Can you
off me.
step back, please?
No, I'm good here, don't worry.
You step back as well, you
I just need to
Calm
put you
down. Just get in the car.
Also, why would you be transporting in a car like that? If he was acting aggressive and he's a big lad with his size and build, could kick off royally and cause a lot of problems, you'd be asking for a van. He's not been calm, he's not been compliant, he's been argumentative, he's pushed the officer twice. His behaviour is not indicative of someone who, in my opinion, would ride quite safely in the back of a car. And plus, he's not been seat belted in, his fucking hands are still... What's to stop him reaching over and pulling the handbrake or strangling the officer sat in front of him? There's so much wrong with this. Well, that's the biggest shit show of a police performance I've ever seen. To most people, this probably looks real, but to someone who's actually lived and breathed this for just under a decade, you can just spot the flaws in it straight away. So my advice would be maybe a little bit more research, maybe go out and do a few ride-alongs with some officers to kind of get the idea, maybe even go on a police training course if you are looking to be authentic. I hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe or feel free to like and comment and let me know what you think. Have a great day.